There's a number of people who'd like to speak to this in the audience. I'd like to start that process, and then we can weigh in again afterwards, because it seems to me it's a comprehensive issue, speed humps and roundabout working together. So, Lisa Penningroth, would you like to start? Okay. So, didn't mean to shock you.
Yeah, we can try it.
PowerPoint presentation. Should I just turn this on?
I think it's on.
OWA.
I think it's on, Lisa.
You want to turn on the overhead projector?
It just has to be turned on here.
Yeah, you're on. You're on. They just have
Put it
to
on
turn
there.
it
There you go. You need to turn it the
other way, face up.
Other way, face up.
It's vintage technology.
It's
Lisa.
1999 technology.
Vintage.
Seriously? Okay.
It's like an overhead, you know?
There you go.
You might have heard of that.
Oh, we will.
Oh, really? Awesome.
Look at that.
Look at.
Well, I'll start while he's getting ready. I am delighted to be here.
You got to speak
Lisa,
into the
you gotta-
microphone.
Mike.
Sorry, because people listen to this, don't they?
Yeah, they
Yeah.
do.
Which I did find out last time I was here.
Closer.
I am actually delighted to be here.
Closer to the
Normally-
mic, if you would,
You got to
please.
get really
just talk
close,
right in the mic.
Lisa.
Oh, my goodness. This
otherwise-
is so high
Technol-
maintenance, this stuff.
Technology is giveth and taketh
It's high
away.
maintenance. I'm actually really delighted to be here. Normally, why would you say that about coming to speak about speed humps? But before I start, I do want to say, because I feel like I've been given a responsibility from, I'm the representative from the WISE Lake Street, Central Avenue South petition. So I was the lady walking around the neighborhood getting all the signatures. And it's been interesting because, people were highly, highly supportive of this, which was very surprising to me because, not all neighborhoods want speed humps. But I think it really pointed to an issue, and that is the amount of traffic in our neighborhood has been horrible. The amount of cut-through traffic has been horrible. I absolutely understand traffic studies were done, but the year is very key. It was 2009. There have been significant changes since then, and I would agree we're seeing double the traffic. And then, quite frankly, I see it right from my kitchen window. I live right at the corner of the stop signs. I see people repeatedly ripping through the neighborhood, blowing through the stop signs, and going through the roundabout. People are deliberately doing it every single day, at all times of the day. And they do it particularly during rush hour, but let's make no mistake about it, it's at all times of the day. And, one of the neighbors said to me before I got up here, which I really appreciated, is, there's just a larger issue of just traffic in general, right? And so we're kind of here to put a Band-Aid on it, but I really like the thought of reconducting some travel or some traffic studies. So I really, really appreciate sort of a broader perspective on this. But it feels like we need to start somewhere, so we're starting with speed humps. And so, I actually had first on my request just have the Google Maps been updated, because actually when I check from my house to get to Cove, it tells me to blow through the roundabout. So
I'm sorry to interrupt, but your phone went.
I know it went up.
There you go.
Oh, wait,
Okay,
you can
sorry.
take a picture of my-
And now we're going to see your passcode. Maybe Fred will delete that out of the video. He'll do a little edit for
did
you.
I like
You might
say
want to
that?
change that in the morning.
I think we better. Well, there's not really that much stuff on my phone anyways.
The FBI can crack it anyway.
Yeah, probably anybody could. Anyway, so the first request was the map quest, and so I really appreciate, because we had brought that to the council's attention, and but I did notice, like from my house, it tells me to go the wrong way through the roundabout to get to Cove. I had checked it before I got here, and I checked it again tonight. I would love to see, along with these speed humps, I would love to see better signs. I'm assuming the roundabout is going to stay as it is. I would really appreciate better signs for people to take Wayzata Boulevard into downtown Wayzata. Guide people that way. It feels like right now there's not a lot of great signage, and so they're cutting through our neighborhood. I think, and this time I will not show you my password. I think the other thing is, see, I didn't get my PowerPoint sent in, so this will teach me next time. Also, just better signs directing people to the Circle Drive E to enter the roundabout. The number of people that we get going down our street is just, it feels a little bit like, I totally understand the idea of the roundabout. It's slow traffic, blah, 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 blah. But it feels like there wasn't some of the thought in terms of how do people get to the new way, to the roundabout. People have no idea. at one point, I was literally telling people how to get there. And then I was getting cursed, I was getting horrible remarks, and I decided that's not my job. I'm going to work this room another way. So people just need some more visibility to it. We'd also just request, I appreciate the police department's response. I actually take pictures when I can, and I post them to Facebook. I haven't had time recently, I've been kind of busy, but I also try to do that because I see it so regularly. So I would just continue to ask. I know my husband had open heart surgery however many years ago, and the response was amazing from our police department. So obviously that's a priority, but you know, as much police enforcement that we can get, because again, it's so flagrant, it's so deliberate, and it's so fast. People come off that roundabout and start speeding, and they start going down, and they just, I mean, one of the little cute little signs on my PowerPoint was, our neighborhood is not a racetrack. It is not a racetrack. It is where children play. And there's at least 7 children, you know, under the age of 12 or 13 in our neighborhood. So I do really appreciate that, and I would ask for continued support for that. And then, I don't know if let me check my thing one more time here. And then my last point, excuse me, was, that hotel is coming in, and I'm terrified. I'm terrified. And I know that sounds very dramatic, and my children tell me that I can be a bit dramatic, but I am terrified because, you know, I've already started seeing taxis race through my neighborhood. And again, I am not exaggerating. I see it from my kitchen window. I'm terrified of the taxis racing through my neighborhood, quite frankly. I'm terrified of them going the wrong way. So I absolutely understand there's a lot of construction in our neighborhood, but, you know, as that hotel comes in, I think it really underscores the importance of getting that traffic study in sooner rather than later. So I really appreciate, many of you have been highly supportive on the council, so I really, really appreciate that. And I hope for our neighborhood that I addressed some of the concerns or represented them well, but I really do thank you for the support, and I hope that we can vote these speed humps in, at least as a first step to try to start addressing this. Thanks.
Okay, thank you. And my caution would be to everybody, forget what you saw on that password. Yeah, okay. Okay, Kathy Iverson.